Welcome to Knowledge Exchange, where I talk about technology and I talk about human psychology. Today, I want to talk about pattern matching feature, which is introducing in JDK 16, which is going to go live in March 2021, just few days away. This feature was introduced in JDK 14 and it was in a previous state. Later on, it was reproposed in JDK 15 and it stays there in a previous state. And finally, it is getting released in JDK 16. So let's talk about this feature, how we do a pattern match today and how we will be able to do after we upgrade to JDK 16. Okay, so to find out the type of object, we have to write 3 lines of code in the existing way. One, we have to find out the type of object using object instance of that particular type. Secondly, we have to cast that particular object to that particular type. And thirdly, we have to assign object after casting to the reference variable of the same type. So this is the 3-step process to get an object assigned to the specific type when the type of object is not known. Now, with this, there are a couple of things. One, you are writing a little more code. Secondly, there can be a programmer mistake here, which can result into compile time error. Now, in a new way, we don't need to do all this sort of things, right? So we just have to write if object instance of string and then give the variable name there itself. If condition is true, object will be assigned to the reference variable of the same type, and then we can go ahead and use the reference variable. Now, if we have to use an aggregation way, in the existing way of doing it, we have to first do all these 3 steps and then put another nested if to understand whether it is matching the criteria before we do the actual execution. But in a new way, you don't need to do a nested if. Within the same if, once the object is found to be of type which we intend to, then we can use that reference variable to do the further conditional logic. And if condition is satisfied, then we perform the execution, right? So this has been a very simpler way as compared to the nested if once we upgrade to JDK 16 and use pattern matching feature. Thirdly, with this particular way of implementing, the scope of the reference variable is getting reduced. So in the existing way, if we have a reference variable which is defined above the conditional block, we can use the assigned value to that reference variable outside the conditional block as well. Whereas in the new way, the scope of the reference variable is restricted to the conditional block. So once you move out of the conditional block, you can't use it. So this is all about pattern matching. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Thank you so much.